Good evening.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, I seriously disagree with what this sister is saying now. I can remember when I was I can remember when I was in university.
Abdullahi, stop listening to yourself. Just keep talking.
There is one of my lecturers that said when they were when during their own period in their own university, they get free education, they eat free food in the school, they do everything at appropriate time. I discover everything is going very well. Just tell me, compared to what I'm even facing in this, what we are facing in this state right now. This is the 60 years or 50 years of the government on governance in Kogi State now. There is no single project. You cannot point out and say this is the single project they have done for good
Absolutely.
5 years. Tell me where that development is coming from.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your call.
Where that development is coming from.
Thank you so much, Abdullahi. I think we got the message.
Thank you.
The efficiency of running country was much better during the colonial masters.
Era.
So you were going to say something, or you've lost the thought.
No.
Go
Like
ahead.
I said that, like I said today, that I was going to play the devil's advocate. So everybody should have a voice. Basically, you people are saying your part. I am representing the other part.
Okay, I've
So that is where we are coming from. But the key thing is this: that in Nigeria today, development is no.
Choose your
In
words
Nigeria,
carefully.
in Nigeria today, development has grown to an
Oh, God.
extent. But
Let me take a call again. Hold on. You are
finally,
putting yourself in more trouble. Unsuka, I
Finally.
think somebody's calling from Unsuka. Thank you so much for calling. Let's hear what you have to say, please. Emmanuel from Unsuka.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you for calling. Let's hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I'm very interested for what we are discussing this evening.
Go
So
ahead.
what I want to say is there is no development now comparing before.
Okay.
So what I want to shift in from what my people have said is that when you look at the quality of our naira now and you check the quality of our naira then, you can agree with me that even dollars cannot be compared with our money.
Igbo man, don't bring money matter inside.
Now look at the rate that our money is. So there is no development now. We don't have any development. These people that are leading us are not leading us to anywhere.
Exactly.
So how I wish that our fathers will come back and rule us again, so that our economy.
So
will be
Emmanuel,
as
would
it
you
was
agree
before.
with Emmanuel? Would you
So
agree with? Would you agree with King Jong-un?
Like
Emmanuel, one
that
minute, please.
development now.
You can't hear me. I was going to ask Emmanuel, do you agree with King Jong-un saying that we need to be recolonized?
No, that person that is talking about is recognized. How about their place? Their place is nothing to boast about.
True.
They are not even in the fourth world. So that's
Thank you, Emmanuel, for your call. Thank you so much for your call. Let me come to Lami. Or
Don't
did
want
you
me to
finish?
talk again.
No, you finish because you will put yourself in more trouble. Lami, come and bail my sister out.
Look. Nigeria would do better.
So what do
We
you
always
think?
have room for better improvement.
Definitely. Lami, I want to ask you, what do you think we should be able to do right now? Because we're running out of, options, right? If we are saying recolonization is not an option, what can we do to move forward as a country? Because we are retrogressing.
Regional government. Let's go back to regional government. Look at the United Kingdom. It's made up of 4 countries: Northern Ireland, Wales, Scotland, and Britain. And England. They all have their parliaments. They all have their system of education. They all have everything, and they are coexisting as one country. But they are still divisible. You cannot call an Englishman a Scottishman.
Exactly.
You cannot call a Scottishman a Welshman. They will tell you they all have their identity because they don't speak the same language. So why would they come and lump us together? We don't speak the same language. Our orientation are different. I think every region should go back. We should go back to regional
Regional leadership.
We should all develop at our own pace.
Okay, Lami, sorry, today we have a lot of calls. We didn't know this topic is hot. From Rivers State, I believe. Thank you so much for calling. Let's hear what you have to say. Can you turn down the volume of your television set, please? So when you call in, try to turn down the volume of your TV set. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay.
I think, good evening. Good evening.
Thank
Good
you.
evening.
Let's hear what you have to say, please.
Okay, I think the young lady on the glasses, I just want to ask if she's really a Nigerian. If she's from Nigeria, I think at this point in time, she should look at the picture. I only have one question for her. The question is, if you got married to a politician's husband in Nigeria, and you have a village where your husband comes from, will you be able to get to that village and go out by 7:30 to the local market to get something for yourself without security?
Thank you. That's a very valid question. Thank you so
No,
much.
Why can't you do that?
Because of lack of
Then
security.
that is one aspect of it. Second aspect of it is that, when a group of people start lying to themselves, I think at this point we shouldn't lie to ourselves. We are multi-ethnicity country. Like what this lady said, we are not a nation. We are not a nation. We shouldn't lie to ourselves. We are only lying to ourselves just because of one material that everybody in the crowd around
Yes.
I wanted to achieve. How long will you keep taking from that source?
Thank you so much, Iman.
How
Effort.
long?
Thank you so much, Effort, for your call. We have we have a lot of calls, actually.
Wow.
You see, because this topic is so sensitive, and I love what Lami has said. I like the fact that you're playing the devil's advocate. It's good.
Absolutely.
I like what Lami has said. You see, if we are honest with ourselves, even if we don't need recolonization, we need a structural change in the existing structure, because
And that
this
is
structure
why-
is not holding us
That is
anymore.
why currently a lot of parties or a lot of individuals are calling for restructuring
Definitely.
of Nigeria.
Definitely. Lami,
But, Uwa, can I say something quickly?
go ahead, please.
I think another thing I would say is the federal government is too powerful for nothing.
Yes.
Everything is centralized. How can a man in Abuja know what is happening to somebody in a
local
village in
government.
Ibarapa? How can
Exactly.
you feel the pain? I think all those things all those exclusive lists, concurrent lists and all that, they should strip it. Okay, probably copyright, some issues, okay, maybe mining and all that, all those little things should be retained. But I think, okay, look at education. What is the federal government, what's this business with education? Education should be at the state and local level. What is education? What's their business with education?
Okay.
I think the federal government is not working, and we should go to confederal system of government.
Absolutely.
Where the center is weak and the states are more powerful.
They are stronger, yes. We
And
have
the
Anonymous
lawyer has spoken.
from River State. Thank you for calling. Quickly, in 1 minute, let's hear what you have to say.
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Go ahead, we can hear you.
Oh, yeah, please. I'm about I am 78 years old. I hope you are with me.
Sorry, we can't hear you. The line is muffled. Go ahead. Let's try.
I'm 78 years old.
Oh, you are 78 years old. Okay, sir. Go ahead, please.
Yes. I witnessed the British government. I witnessed Nigerian governance, independence, coup upon coup. Now,
Oh, we are losing you. We're so sorry. We have to put
and
that.
today, present today,
Yeah.
I would like us to think back for Nigeria to be better, to go to North Korea and ask to sign agreement with them for only 1 year. We have to sign agreement with them for only 1 year. And they should go back.
Okay, I think he's agreeing with, if they sign an agreement, but nobody will want to invest so much and just give you just 1 year.
And give it back to you
Yeah.
even.
Nobody will want to do that.
Yes.
So I don't know. We might continue the part 2 on Thursday because we've run out of
Exhausted
time.
Okay.
So it says we need men and women of vision and action, not social media only.
Exactly.
It says, I am inspired by Aisha Yusufu. That's what this person is saying. It didn't put their name as well. Let us get final thoughts. Let me start with you first, Isi.
Okay.
Choose your words carefully because...
No, I'm not going to play the devil's advocate in this case.
So let me come to you first, you know. What do you think, right? I agree with Lami that we need a regional government system. So what do you think should be the ingredients that we should be looking out for leaders going forward?
The ingredients we should look out for in our leaders are very simple. Credibility, integrity, and when they tell you yes, their yes is yes. And accountability. Accountability plays a huge role in molding a nation. A situation whereby there is no accountability, there is no way you can move forward, because that is when corruption starts to eat into the system.
Absolutely. Let me come to you, Lami. You talked about rule of law,
What's the question?
right? You talked about rule of law, and you talked about institutions, weaken the federal government and strengthen the state and the local government. How do you think that can play out? Oh, did we lose Lami again?
Looks like it.
I think we lost Lami again. You know, I was hoping I can get, because she is a lawyer.
Yes.
So to get a perspective, how can we put up that structure, right? Do we need to go and start knocking on the National Assembly window till they answer us? You know, those are the kind of questions we should be asking. So I suppose just saying 2023 is coming and let's just go and put our thumbprint. If you put in your thumbprint, let me tell you something. What has been happening prior to when I did not have brain? I just got brain, you know. When you like a particular candidate of a party, maybe representing the federal or the state government, like the governor and the president, there's every likelihood
you vote
that you just thumbprint
up and
the party
go down,
all the way
down. Exactly.
without checking for the candidate that is going to represent your interests
Exactly.
at the federal level and at the state assembly level.
Exactly.
So I think we need to enlighten ourselves again. We need to go back and teach ourselves what we should be looking out for in terms of leadership. And if I would ask myself that question, because we really ran out of time, I would say visionary leadership. What is the plan? You, that you say you want to come for presidency, what is your vision for Nigeria? And if you have a vision, like, can we see that blueprint of how you want to take us from point A to point B? We lack men of vision.
Another question is, even if the government or the man has vision, what about integrity?
So listen, that issue of integrity,
they should go side by side.
Let me explain to you. That issue of integrity, let me tell you something. That was why I wanted Lami to answer that question. If we strengthen the structure, if we strengthen the system, right, every other thing will fall in place.
Exactly.
Donald Trump might not have had the integrity and all of those things, but because the institution was stronger. So that is, how do we now move from that weak institution where it is one person determining what happens to the rest of the people to the system determining what happens, you know, to the people?
Implementation
so that's what we
of our
should look out for.
constitution.
But I think probably this, I mean, I didn't expect the overwhelming calls and all of that. We're sorry we couldn't take
it's because
more
I
calls
played the devil's
and all of
advocate.
that. No, not really. It's actually a topic that is very, very thought-provoking. You know, it's a thought-provoking topic. Truly, Nigeria can become a first-class country in 1 year. It just takes the willpower and a visionary leader. That's the truth. Thank you so much again, Isi. Thank you, Lami. We're sorry we lost you. Ways was birthed from the need to inform, inspire, influence lives towards action. And this year, we're starting our CSR focused on curbing unemployment in Nigeria. If you are a company, please partner with us by allocating internship slots. If you're a job seeker, keep watching Ways and follow us on all our social media handles. This will be an all-year-round engagement, so tell your friends to keep all eyes on Ways. Now, in case you missed today's call again, this is very, very powerful. Our pride, right? Your pride for your country should not come after your country becomes great. Your country becomes great because your pride is in it, right? That is the quote. I mean, people take pride in their country. And they say, you know what? Whatever is in other countries, my country must beat it. That is the kind of leaders we want. You people travel outside the country. You see great things. Can you come and replicate those things in Nigeria? It's a simple thing. We'll see you live tomorrow as we bring you another great conversation. Enjoy.
upcoming artists to
First of all, symptoms of COVID-19 in children are very clear. You talk about fever. Most of the times it could be low-grade fever, oftentimes continuous high-grade fever that is not relapsing with your regular paracetamols and your tepid sponging. One of the other symptoms, aside the respiratory symptoms that you have to look out for, is the stooling and vomiting. It's been seen to have very strong effect on stooling and vomiting in recent times among children. And when you do a culture for that, you don't see anything. There are no bacterial infections associated with it. So then, of course, the baseline is your respiratory findings, which you can have the regular cough, nasal discharge a few times, but dry cough more often in children. You want to watch out for temperature changes. You want to watch out for, loss of appetite and some catarrh for a long time, what we know as nasal discharge. Then you have to teach and model hygiene. All right, a good hygiene practice, using the hand sanitizer, washing your hand regularly, in fact, should be the stated one. And in cases of no water, you can teach them for hand sanitizers, especially those more than 60% alcohol. And then they don't necessarily have to use the face mask often, but you must teach the intake of good, clean water. And then more importantly is diet. You cannot just give any food now. You have to pay attention to vegetables, greens especially. You have to have a high protein diet and high calorie diet. For example, fat and oil is important for a child to improve their metabolic state